If you do the right thing in the right way, you get the right result. And if you do the right thing at the wrong time, you get the wrong result. Do you always find yourself procrastinating? Do you find yourself compiling things to the deadline? Or do you always say, I will start on Monday? In this video, we are to talk about procrastination, what it really means, and how to avoid it. So make sure you watch this video till the very end. Now, just very quick, if it is your first time here, welcome to World Creation. On this channel, we talk about personal finance, investment strategies, how to make or manage your money, and how to develop growth habits. If you like any of the topic, kindly subscribe and turn on the bell notification to be alert anytime we upload any new video. With that being said, let's start with what procrastination really means. Procrastination is the action of unnecessary and voluntarily delaying or postponing something or duties despite knowing that there will be negative consequences for doing so. You willingly postpone duties knowing very well that it has negative impact. Now, since we know what procrastination is, let's talk about how to avoid it, because we already know that the effect is negative. So let's not waste any more time talking about the effect. So now let's talk about 5 practical ways of curing or avoiding procrastination. Now let's start with number 1. Set daily goals. Daily goals doesn't only help you overcome procrastination, but also help you to be more productive. Daily goals are setting up targets to be met in the day and must work hard to achieve all your daily goals. Daily goals always keep you on track. It helps you to do what you are supposed to do at the right time, because when you do not do what you are supposed to do at the right time, you end up getting the wrong results. But in order to achieve your daily goals, you need to have a to-do list. This list is what you are to do within a given time frame. To-do lists help you in combating procrastination, but in making a to-do list, make sure that it is not rigid to the extent that you cannot follow. Focus on few achievable goals. This leads us to the second point, which is prioritize your goals. You have to know that there is only 24 hours in the day, in which you spend almost half of it sleeping. When setting up your goals to meet, there will be ideas from diverse ways, but make sure you write all of them down and prioritize which one demands more attention and more time, and do that one early in the morning. Now, in prioritizing your goals, there are some factors you really need to consider. That is, which task is more complicated and demand much time and attention, and which task can you do it anywhere, and then which task do you need a helping hand. When you consider all of these factors, you can prioritize your goals well. But make sure that always you do the difficult thing first in the morning, as Brian Tracy said in his book, Eat That Frog. You need to do the ugliest and difficult task in the morning. Since you have much time and energy right after bed, you need to focus on few things and get them done. Steve Jobs once said in his motto for life is focus and simplicity. You need to focus on few achievable goals than pursuing what you can't achieve. Choose discipline over motivation. Discipline is doing what you are supposed to do at the expense of fatigue or at the expense of being tired. For you to avoid procrastination, choose discipline over motivation. Motivation sometimes contributes to procrastination and failure. I'm not against motivation, but you need to be more disciplined. It is because of motivation that you always say, I don't feel like, or I don't feel like doing it. The moment you say, I don't feel like, it means your emotions are now taking control, which is because your motivation to a certain task has failed. With discipline, whether you feel like or you don't feel like, since it is a target and a goal to achieve, you will do it. The fact is, not every day that you will be motivated. There will be bad days, but at least not as bad for you not to complete your daily task. Let's take for example, when you wake up, the first thing you will do is to brush your teeth. You don't need motivation to brush your teeth. Why? Because you have consistently made it a habit, which does not need motivation or discipline. That is how it is when you choose discipline. There will be a time that it will become a habit and doesn't need any inner motivation or strength anymore or discipline anymore. You just feel like you just do it because it has become a motivation. Aristotle once said 99% of everything we do is because of habit. It is based on habit because we consistently do it. It is true that 80% of self-made billionaires always wake up to get motivation for the day. But when you ask them how they made it, they will all say that it is discipline or self-discipline. So self-discipline is more important than motivation. And if you want to cure up procrastination, what you should go for is self-discipline, but not motivation. Although all of them work together for good, but sometimes motivation can fail you because motivation will always fail. But self-discipline is long-lasting pursuing journey. You use the 30 to 50 minutes rule. You may wonder what I mean by 30 to 50 minutes rule. This has helped me a lot in getting things done always. The 30 to 50 minutes rule is when you sit down to perform a specific task, cleaning your working area and making sure that you have silenced all your distractions, your mobile phone and other gadgets. Then you set a timer for at least 30 to 50 minutes or 30 minutes or 50 minutes for doing something. Just say to yourself, I'm doing this for only 30 minutes or 50 minutes. And since you have told yourself to be doing it for only 30 minutes, all distractions will fade away, leaving you in busy and doing what you are supposed to do. You see, mostly it is because of the mindset we have that enables us to procrastinate. So when you psych yourself up that you are doing this for only 30 minutes, you will get the ability to start. And then always know that the starting is the most difficult part, because procrastination is always hard. The hardest part is when you start. So you get the ability to start, and as soon as you start, you will be able to continue to endure it. And then you will not even feel like stopping because you subscribe. Au revoir mes amis.